This is Dakota News Now, your first alert station.
Good evening, I'm Andrea Anderson. Although it's been a few days since Hurricane Milton finally let up, residents in South Florida are now dealing with all kinds of damage the storm thrust upon that region. Even those whose homes were spared now live with the haunting damage of Milton. That includes people who moved there from our region. John Gaskins caught up with one of those residents and is joining us with our top story here at 6. John.
Andrea, Tony Winters spent almost his entire life in southwest Minnesota before moving to the Tampa area almost 10 years ago. He and his family are safe and their home dry and secure, but Tony says emotions are still strong as he sees what so many people within a half hour of him have gone through. The Fulda native, his wife Jackie, and 6-year-old daughter Olivia were among 3 million people living without electricity as the hurricane's unrelenting rain and winds over 100 miles an hour raged outside his family's condominium just 3 miles from the Gulf Coast on Wednesday night.
It was interesting watching a 6-year-old's nervousness as we are trying not to be, freak out, anxious in front of her.
There was no 911 to call, no emergency help available because conditions were too dangerous for any humans to be outside. It was a helpless feeling.
You're hunkered down, and when this is over, we're hoping we're going to be okay. And that's what all of us live through.
The Winters and their home turned out okay, but they were without power for 3 days and 4 nights. The worst of the storm hit 30 miles south. Tony for sure felt relief, but also this.
You have these complicated feelings of, okay, well, do I feel bad that I have power now and other people don't? That, I don't have to have FEMA come and assess the damage at my house while I have, a half a dozen or a dozen of my coworkers who that's what they're doing.
Tony is a chaplain at a local church, and on Sunday, he talked about this collective trauma everyone in the area feels, whether their homes or businesses were destroyed or not.
There are so many people that are hurting around you, and at the same time, you were in it because you were in your house with the winds pounding your house, wondering if windows are going to break or roof's going to come off or whatever.
Now, for his day job, Tony works as a chaplain for a chain of hospices in the Tampa area. And he said it was heartbreaking to see hospice patients whose lives are already close to ending having to be bused to other facilities hours away from the hurricane's path. Not to mention the home hospice patients who rely on oxygen tanks to stay alive who lost electricity in their homes. There is storm damage all around Tony's neighborhood, and he says he can't even imagine how long it will take for life to feel normal again. Andrea?
All right, John, thank you.